Welcome to Women's Financial Empowerment Group. I'm your host, Ruth Agbeloso. I'm so happy that you're visiting my channel. If this is your first time, please subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so that you'll know whenever I upload a new video. Like, comment, share all those wonderful things, and come back and you'll hear more videos about finances, about all things financial. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Please like this video, share it, comment, all those wonderful things, because I really appreciate your support and I want to interact with you. All right, let's get into it. So the last video, step 2 of investing for beginners, I covered types of accounts that you can put your investments in. So go ahead and take a look at that video if you haven't. I'm going to link it above and also in the description. Now, in today's video, I'm going to talk about step 3 of investing for beginners in 2020. Step 3 is picking the investments that you want to go within those accounts that you chose in step 2. Now, if you want to bypass all of this because you just want to invest in stocks and you want to do it right away, I have a video about investing in stocks for beginners, and I will link that video here so that you can take a look at that video and just see what are the steps involved in investing in stocks, just straight up, okay? But for this video, we're going to talk about step 3, like I said before, and that is picking what you want to invest in after you've chosen those investment accounts. I'm sure you've heard me say this before, diversification. I'm always preaching diversification because I believe it's important not to put all your eggs in one basket. What does that even mean, not putting all your eggs in one basket? Think about it. If your basket breaks, if it falls, all of your eggs are gone. So you want to have a wide spread. You want to have several baskets to put your eggs in. So you want to have some stocks, some mutual funds, real estate. That is my suggestion, that you spread it around. And within those that you have the different types as well. So you don't want to have just one type of stock. You want to have several types. At least that's what I do, and that's what I recommend. There are some things that you're going to want to consider when you want to decide what you're going to be investing in. One of those things is the expense ratio of the company that you're looking at or the fund that you're looking at. What the expense ratio is, how much of the assets are being used for administrative and operating costs. That is an important number that you might want to take a look at, because you might want to go with a fund that is cheaper, that doesn't use as much money towards those things. But, you'll have to do your comparison. Another consideration that you should consider is what type of funds. There are several different types. One that comes to mind is target dating funds. That's great for retirement. A lot of people recommend it. Some people don't like it. There's always pros and cons to everything, like I've said in previous videos. What target date funds are, just a brief overview, is it's set up so that when it first starts out, it's more of an aggressive investment, but as you get closer to retirement, then it's a safer investment. So if you want to take a look at that, there's lots of information out there about that. I will do a separate video talking about these individual types of funds. There's also small cap, large cap, all of these different types of funds. So there's a lot to consider, and I advise people, do your research before you jump in and decide what you want to invest in. The next consideration that you may want to consider is the overall performance of the fund. Now, Anybody who is a seasoned investor will tell you that even though you've looked at the history of the fund and you've seen that they are doing really well, they have done really well, that doesn't mean that in the future they're going to do well. But for me, I like to do it because it gives like a nice little snapshot about the fund. And so I kind of know what I'm getting into, but always keep that in mind that past performance does not indicate future performance because things change. You know, you can't expect because a fund is doing great today that next year it's going to be doing as great. It doesn't always work like that, but a lot of times it still does great. There's just no way that we could know. So that is it for this video. Please come back for step 4, which is the last step for investing as a beginner in 2020. I hope you found this video helpful. Please leave a comment if there's something that I missed or something that you'd like me to cover in more detail in another video. I really appreciate you watching. Please like this video, share it, do all those wonderful things. And remember, change your mind, change your pocketbook.